focus now. Come on. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Hi, I'm here. Okay. So, some cool stuff. So I'm gonna be fretting this bass now. You might notice that there's something wrong with this. If you've been following on Instagram, I'm gonna start over, man. I really shouldn't do these straight after work when I'm tired already from a work day, but this is the only time that I really can't do these. Anyway, lots of cool things happening. First off, gonna be working on this bass today. Basically, I was doing the inlays and I was doing the fretting on it. So this is a bass that I've ripped the fretboard off and put a new one in, if you haven't seen it on Instagram yet. I did some fretting and I ran out of fret wire. So I had to order some more. Now there's been a couple of days delay with that. Where the hell did I put the package? There we go. So a couple of day delay with proceeding onwards with this. And unfortunately, I would have had much more time earlier in the week than I have today. It's just one of those things. So, let's open this package up. Originally, I was also supposed to start this stream at exactly 4 local time, 4 p.m. But the day job ran pretty long, and I only got to leave pretty late, half an hour later than I was supposed to. More fret wire, and nothing of interest. Cool. So, I got to leave pretty late, which kind of blows because I have a lot to do today. I have to do this stream today. Then after this, I need to make sure that I have some stuff ready to go on my laptop, and then move on to. I gotta actually make sure you guys are hearing me, right? Oh yeah, this is muted. Move on to. I gotta actually make sure. Yep. Yeah. So anyway, so after this, I have a meeting with the band, and we're gonna be going over our kind of like plan for the year. So that's gonna take some time. But before that, I gotta get this bass fretted, which is not gonna take too long. Answer a few of your questions. Go over what's about to happen with the channel in general on YouTube and Twitch, and recent developments. All of them are good. Don't worry. All of them are very, very good, and I'm very excited. Just takes a lot of time. So, maybe I should just get on into it without further delaying. And I also got some type on because I need that. First and foremost, one of the really, really good things about me doing streams on here, like with the current setup, is that now I have a laptop, so I can actually follow along to the chat, which has been somewhat of an issue because I haven't been able to really do that earlier. Some other recent changes that are going to be happening, or some upcoming changes that are going to be happening. I should actually show you what's going on. What's going on? Sorry. So, I'm going to block that. I have a PC build coming up on Friday. And I finally have all the parts for my new rig. We're going to be saying goodbye to the old 8-year-old Mac Pro, which is just hasn't really been working all that well for video stuff. So I am going to be, making noise. I know. Plug that back in. So I am going to be using the new PC to edit all my videos and in general get streaming as well going a lot better, because right now it's not really going. I had to fix the camera angle because I need to constantly go lower down. There we go. So currently the issue is that I have to pretty much stream on my phone, which is not ideal. I would want to get more out of these streams. So on top of the new PC actually being much more powerful and, well, on top of it actually working, in the meantime, I'm just going to be a little bit of pre-bending on this. With it actually working, I'll be able to edit videos a little bit better, put out more content. I have a lot of fun stuff that I have in the works. If you haven't checked out the new build series that I started on Sunday, please go check that out. That's going to be continuing as I go. Currently, it's at a little bit of a standstill because, well, COVID, and the workshop has locked down. But we'll get around to it when we get around to it. I can do some stuff at home still for that. I feel like I'm all disjointed. I haven't done this in a while, and I feel like my brain is fried. Let's recap. So, basically, video content is going to be going up more steadily on Sundays. On Wednesdays, I'm going to try and do a stream each Wednesday after work. I'm going to try and stick to that schedule for as long as I possibly can and do Q&As, maybe just be filming while I work. I have an idea of, if I can't stream, then doing a sort of like one-shot video where I just show you what's going on at the current stage, or what is in the works, which is basically, I should just stream that because we'll see. I'll think about that. Anyway, 2 videos per week. So on Sundays, I'll have the proper build stuff, and on Wednesdays, I will try and do streams. That means I can put out content on both channels, which would be awesome. The MacBook is going to take over on the music stuff. Hopefully, I'll be able to actually possibly stream some music things, but I'm really wondering whether I should keep Twitch to... I might have just some Twitch stuff being more of my whatever projects, and then the stuff that I upload onto YouTube are all the streams that are to do with guitar building. Because, I mean, that would make sense. I really need to get moving, so... Sorry, loud noises, cover your ears. One of the most annoying things ever is the fact that I ran out of fret wire with 3 frets remaining. But yeah, on YouTube as well. Really sorry. On YouTube as well, I'm doing a couple of changes where nothing's really going to be changing all that much with IP. Of course, pushing the quality for even better quality, because that's kind of the whole point. And I finally have proper equipment to actually do that. But also, at the same time, I'm gonna resurrect my old personal channel, so the All Things Tomster channel, and I'm gonna start putting out content on there as well, which is then gonna be music stuff and other making stuff. Like for Halloween, I made a lightsaber, but I wanted to film it, but IP just didn't seem like the logical thing to put that up on. I have this project that I need to make sure that I don't show too much of. That also is a lot of fun, and I filmed a lot of, but it isn't fitting for the IP channel either. So in order to have a platform for making and music, I'm gonna resurrect the All Things Thompson channel. Now, on on Instagram for the stream, I asked people to send in questions. I only got one this time around that I noticed, and it's kind of difficult for me to actually see it now. But it was to do with basically tone wood, picking wood based on tone and what kind of tone you should look for. I could get into a whole tone wood is one of those heated discussions on the internet, and I am this year gonna tackle it from my own perspective because I have the production builds that are coming up. They're all spec'd relatively the same. They are all woods that are chopped down around the same period. Some of them are from the same planks of wood, and all the ebony, so the fretboards are from the same plank of wood. The necks are from the same plank of wood. The bodies, there's two. There's ash and then there's alder. So the difference in that. The shapes, so there's an ash icarus, alder icarus, then an ash daedalus, and an alder daedalus. Alder daedalus. All of them have walnut necks, all of them have ebony fretboards. The only thing that changes with them is variations in the wood and basically body shape. I'm gonna buy one set of hardware, so only one bridge, only one set of tuners. Of course, there's two different headstock shapes, so I'll need to buy two, so 6 in a line and 3 aside. But be that as it may, they're going to be built at the same time. They've been cut down at the same time. The only thing that's going to change about them is a couple of different woods and body shape. So I am going to try and see what happens when during the same day, playing the same riffs, I have 4 different guitars with the same hardware. So basically I'm going to assemble the entire guitar with the hardware, string it up, intonate it, tune it, play the riffs, take the same strings, put those on the next guitar, put the same hardware from the previous guitar, and same pickups. So nothing changes. You're not getting differences in 2 sets of pickups that might be the same brand and the same make, but there's always differences in those. I'm going to keep everything the same. The only thing that's going to change is the guitar. So I'm going to see there's going to be some change in the tone. I have a feeling there will be. And that was a very long route to take in order to get back to the question, which was, what tones should I look for? And honestly, it's more a matter of a combination of things. Technically, what you want is your neck and fretboard material to be somewhat dense materials because they need to last. They are the things that have the most tension put onto them, and they need to be durable. So basically the body could be made out of anything at all, and the tones will change accordingly. You need to find a good balance and a good mixture of things, and I am a believer in tone wood. And I'm not going to really get into the discussion until I can do my tests later on this year. I'm looking forward to that. But technically, the hypothetical is that dense woods, like for instance maple, ebony, stuff like this, they have a very bright tone because they have a very dense grain structure to them. Meanwhile, more porous materials and more lighter materials, like for instance pine, because I have the pine guitar, pine, alder, birch, ash, they should have, well, maybe not ash, but lighter, less dense, and more open-grained stuff should sound a little warmer in comparison. So mahogany as well, counted into that. And basically balancing out things. I've always thought that the whole mahogany body, maple top, maple neck sounds a bit boring. Everybody does it, so I try and aim to do different stuff. So that's why, well, I mean, of course I have traditional materials, but my necks for now, all these necks that I have in progress currently, they're walnut necks because I like the look of them, and they are fairly easy to get a hold of over in Finland, and I've tried to keep things as domestic as I can. Of course, there's no domestic ebony around, and like I have a Wenge neck, so there's no domestic Wenge, but I feel like I'm not making too much sense today. Point being is try to not think of what tones you're going to be getting from the woods that you use, because it's always a combination of things. How your neck is jointed, if it's a bolt-on neck, if it's a set neck, or if it's a neck through, those affect the tone. What electronics you have, those affect the tone. What frets you use, like what material frets you use, that affects the tone. What nut you have, is it plastic or is it bone or is it like a brass nut, that affects the tone. And then throw into the mixture all the combination of different woods that you might use. Those have an effect too. And it's very hard to say what you should go for. More what I tend to go for, instead of trying to hunt down a tone, I try and go for what makes sense for me personally. So that's why I use birch quite a bit, because it's readily available for me, and it looks nice. I love it, and it's easy to work with, and it's very close to alder, which is already something that people use on guitars because it's the same species, or same genus, same family. I can't remember. Alders and birches, they're in the same category of wood types. A very long-winded See, I thought my issue was doing these on a Sunday or a Monday. No, it's just in general me trying to talk to myself on stream. See, this is all the stuff that gets cut out usually on my YouTube videos, because I can edit those. But main point being, see what you have readily available and choose your woods accordingly. So stronger, more durable woods for your fretboard and your neck, and then your body can be whatever you want. And as long as it isn't too heavy, you'll find a pretty good comfortable balance between everything. Also, you don't want your body to be extremely light either, so nothing like balsa and then a heavy neck, because then you're gonna get a neck dive, and that's not comfortable to play either. Prototyping, seeing what works for you, and research, lots of research. Online, people are very helpful, and ask me again more specifically about things, and I'm pretty sure that I could come up with more stuff than the random thoughts and tangents that I am going through right now. Again, sorry for the noise. This is the last one, guys. So what I do when I'm fretting is I pop in the ends at first, so that sticks it down, and then I smooth it out by hammering from the middle toward the edges, and that basically puts the tangs of the fret in and to the side so that they won't pull out, because if you just hammer everything straight down, then the tangs of the frets will just pull out because they went through a hole this way, so why wouldn't they go out the same way? So if I put them in an angle, I won't need to put any glue afterwards. I'll explain what I'm about to do next very soon. All right. Now, something that is always beneficial to do, especially if you don't have blind fret slots. So blind fret slots basically means having binding, so you don't see this end of the fret on the side of your fretboard. So if you have blind fret slots, you should be fine. But if you don't, like in this case, just a little drop of super glue at the end of the fret, and that'll basically go down and just hold the fret in place a little bit more. Not always necessary, but it helps things. And of course, I must always say that when you are doing this, if you are doing this, put the glue in at an angle so that it would more drip to the side of your fretboard that way instead of onto your fretboard, because once you've fretted an instrument, you get super glue on the fretboard. Yeah, that's a royal pain. Okay, so unfortunately, because I got such a late start to this, I would have wanted to do much more fret work today, get a lot more done, but because of getting out of work late and having a meeting with the band in an hour, I have to cut this short, which is a bummer. I didn't want to do that. But essentially, this is now ready for the next phase. The next phase is just getting the fret ends filed down, beveled, and then it's about removing all of the finish and repainting this. So this base is going to be matte black. It's gonna look freaking cool. So it's got mother of pearl inlays that I cut by hand, which I did make a video of, and I can't wait to actually get that edited to show you. Mother of pearl inlays, brass frets, brass tube side dots, and then a matte black paint and matte clear coat on top of that. And yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a beast. And then the customer actually brought in new strings for this, and the strings are black, so this is gonna be a mean beast for sure when it finishes up. But unfortunately, I really do got to cut this short, which is a bummer. So what I'm gonna do now is, because I need to walk the dog, I might as well show you the dog. There she is. Let's say hi to the dog before I have to leave. So we're gonna take her out for walkies. Ellie, you wanna go for walkies? Do you wanna go for walkies? I will take that as a yes. All right, so things to look forward to. I'm gonna go here because there's better light. Oh, not that far. Things to look forward to on the IP channel moving forward. Sunday is gonna be build videos. Currently working on the Celeste 2.0 build. Next up is gonna be some. Oh, actually, next up is gonna be me working on the top. Then it's gonna be some workshop fun. Then it's gonna be the neck and fretboard. Actually, fretboard, I think. And we'll see where we get. I'm gonna try and release videos of that build fairly frequently, so you guys are kind of following along as it goes. I say that the first one was this Sunday and was filmed in November, so. Then I'm gonna have these streams going on for hopefully weekly on Wednesdays, and if I can't do a stream, I'll put out a video. I do have a good few in the pipelines. I have everything that I've worked on this bass filmed up until this point. Then I have, I'm not gonna upload the PC build onto in IP. I don't think. I might post a small video, maybe, but the main video of me building the PC will go onto my other channel, my personal channel. Then I just received the work apron from Savage Industries, so Adam Savage's company, and that is something I'm super excited about because I keep on ruining all my good shirts and all my good pants because of glue and all kinds of other stuff that I do in the workshop. So I need to protect myself somehow, and the apron is going to do just that. I have the 7 string for Mikko coming up. That needs to be finished up after the bass is finished. Then I have the Celeste, which needs to be finished right after Mikko's guitar needs to be finished. Then I have the production guitars. Then I have my personal bass, and then I have the after hours guitar. So there's a ton to do, but I'm excited, and I hope that you guys will join me in on all the fun when we get to it. But I'm gonna leave now because I really need to go because I am so far behind schedule. All right, see you guys. Have a good one. Bye.